Hey Audi owners. I ran into an issue recently when my 2000 Audi A4 B5 with ATW engine failed the Ontario Drive Clean emissions test. The error code returned from the test was P0441, which refers to the secondary air injector pump. The service center presented me with a quote of over $1,000 parts and labor to replace the pump. Of course, I quickly declined and figured I could do the work myself. As I dug deeper into the problem, I realized this may be as simple as a $60 fix, so I wanted to share with you what I did. The first thing you will need to do is jack up the car and support it with jack stands. Then remove the lower plastic engine cover. Just behind the front bumper on the passenger side is the location of the secondary air injector pump, commonly referred to as the SAI. Make sure you know where it is before you start your car. The SAI only runs for a minute or so when the engine is cooled, so you will have a limited opportunity after you start your engine to see if you have the same problem as I did, which was a damaged outlet hose. I would strongly recommend doing this test first thing in the morning after the car has sat all night to ensure the engine is cooled. Once the engine has started, quickly move to the front of the car and do two things. First, listen and see if you can hear an air leak, which should sound the equivalent of a leaky car tire. Then run your hand up the hose to see if you can feel air leaking. Lucky for us, the outlet hose is the black hose you can see from the bottom of the car. Make sure to be careful when running your hands up the hose, as there are moving belts and a moving fan close by. Trust me, if your problem is a leaky outlet hose, it will become very obvious. If you have determined that your hose is in fact the problem, it's time to hit up the Audi dealership for the part. The cost is about $60, but keep in mind that these hoses actually have an expiry date, so make sure to check the part and confirm it is not expired before paying for it. With the new hose in hand, this should be a relatively simple remove the old hose and replace with a new hose process. The hose has a pre-configured shape, so make sure to note how the old hose fits before removing it. To remove the old hose, simply squeeze the round retaining clip located at the end of the hose. Make sure to squeeze on the ridges. Squeezing the hose here will release the clips holding the hose onto the pipe. Then simply pull the hose off. My lower hose attachment came off quite easily, but my upper one was a bit of a pain. I ended up using a long standard screwdriver to break the retaining clips and then just worked the hose end back and forth until it came off the pipe. Attach the new hose by inserting the hose ends into the pipe and make sure you hear the clips click into place, ensuring it is attached properly. Reinstall your lower plastic engine cover and you should be good to go. By the way, if your check engine light is on, it should go off after 3 or 4 cold starts. Good luck with this DIY repair.